Greetings. This is going to be an illumination reading. First and foremost, Holy Spirit, casting away all dark energies sent to harm or disturb me, my loved ones, and you. So we're going to start out this reading. I'm going to just shuffle up a little bit and we'll get right into it. Alright, Holy Spirit, what is happening right now? All right, so right now there's someone planning something, okay? King of Swords and Page of Pentacles came out in reverse. All right, so there's someone that has a very unhealthy lifestyle. And there's also feeling very frustrated because some type of like manipulation isn't working. Yeah, like you are successful when it comes to some type of conflict that could be happening, okay? We got the Devil card, King of Pentacles. So it definitely could be a Capricorn that is in King of Pentacles energy, okay? But someone's like working very hard to do something. All right, clarify this Devil card, King of Pentacles, Holy Spirit. And what about this conflict? And about this Page of Pentacles? Okay, so right now you guys are manifesting, yeah, you're manifesting. Like, you're manifesting your fulfillment, and you're also working on being more harmonious, you know, to be in a higher vibration. Okay, so you're learning how to stand within your power. When it comes to this conflict, it's like you're very close to success with it. Like, you are going to be receiving, like, a new opportunity for something. Clarify this Ace of Wands, Holy Spirit. Yeah, Tower card came out in reverse. So it's like something's happening like in the ethers right now as to where there's like some type of spiritual battle like going on, right? Okay, and it's like you're resisting change. You've transformed or are in the process of transforming at this time. Clap out this Tower in reverse. Yeah, like there's somebody in your energy that's very low vibrational and they're trying to manifest something dark, but they're going through mental turmoil at this time because it's not happening. How can I move with ease and grace, Holy Spirit? Yeah. You can move with ease and grace by really standing in your divine power and make sure you're focusing on remaining grounded, okay? Not moving within your ego, remaining creative and inspired, and also being optimistic, okay? Somebody's also being called to like really remain calm and work on that calmness, okay? Yeah, because you're very determined and like you're very protective about yourself and your energy and, you know, those that you care about, which is understandable, you know, and it's because you're achieving peace, like coming out of a cycle that was very difficult, okay? You're definitely recovering from that. Yeah, so look forward to a lot of delights and celebrations. So it seems as though in your energy, you are being celebrated right now in the ethers. You definitely are getting a lot of clear community. I said community. So yeah, you're getting like community. Like community is definitely coming in. But I was going to say signs and synchronicities like with your communications from the Most High. All right, the Lovers card came out in reverse. So there definitely is like, let me see. Clarify this Lovers in reverse, Holy Spirit. Yeah. So you pretty much had to deal with a lot of like bad choices, you know. You had a lot of karmic debt that you had to work through, and you worked through it by loving yourself, through self-love, okay? And that's leading you to a lot of opportunities. It's leading to you searching for your purpose, finding your purpose, okay? And you also could be daydreaming about letting go of some type of job. Somebody is thinking about leaving their place of employment, okay? It seems as though like with this employment, like it's making you very unhappy, which is why you're leaving. But, you know, Page of Wands came out in reverse. So you're being called to practice a little bit of patience. Give it a little bit more time, okay? Because you might be like caught, like you might put yourself in a harder or like a harder situation, you know, from leaving this job, especially if you don't have anything lined up for you. All right. Yeah, like you're being called to really practice calmness, patience, and really rising above these problems that may arrive, okay? Because you are still healing, but, you know, you're giving a lot to some type of situation, okay? I even noticed that. But yeah, there's compromise though. There's definitely a lot of compromise. There's definitely a lot of solutions to any conflicts that you may be having. Yeah, and it's all about remaining kind and compassionate, you know, being in that feminine energy. Like, even if you're masculine, like definitely tapping into your feminine energy, which is tapping into your emotions. Okay, if you're like a feminine energy, it's definitely like tapping into your masculine energy where you're using like more logic. Like, that's the type of energy that you definitely need to be in. Okay, and heavy on not being in your ego. All right, but you are like releasing a lot of fear, especially a lot of fear that you have of the unknown, because you definitely know that like you have a lot of abundance coming in. You have a lot of wishes, you know, coming true, like things that you really wanted. Yeah, like, and someone's also having like some type of new beginning when it comes to some type of family relationship, to where like it's gonna help you have like a lot of inner child healing. Also, like, you are definitely gonna be gaining a lot more stability, especially when it comes to your children. Something happened like where you were very heartbroken. So if you are like a single parent, or you know, a parent in general, like you are gonna be receiving some resources soon. Yeah, this is coming in super, super fast, okay? And you're going to also feel very victorious. So it's just prevalent that you remain self-disciplined, okay? Like, you know, you're going to get some communication. There is somebody that's talking in the background. Yeah, like, there's a lot of passion, okay? So definitely keep focused on the things that you are passionate about, because it is leading straight to your new beginning. All right, so I meant to say it out loud, but in my head I said what's currently leaving. Okay, so what's currently leaving is financial losses, struggles, unemployment. Somebody could be going through some type of like recession. What's coming in is a lot of enjoyment. Okay. Yeah, your cup is gonna overflow. It's like anything that you could have been like working on releasing, you will start to feel that energy clear up very, very soon. Holy Spirit, what else is on its way in? Alrighty, so what's on its way in as well is there is an individual that is feeling very insecure. Okay, this individual is yeah, they're like kind of empty inside. With this Hierophant, it could be a Taurus, like that is a family member, or it could be some type of generational curse that you stood up to work on breaking. It led to like a lot of depression for you. Whoa, yeah, somebody's, yeah. Yeah, and it's like somebody wanted you to feel powerless, like in the long term. It's like somebody, and so it's two individuals, because this is the way that it fell. And you were very ambitious when it came to overcoming this, okay? There was somebody that was very dishonest, so it could be a Libra. Or you could just be receiving justice in a situation where somebody was very, very dishonest, okay? So anticipate working together, okay? There's a lot of togetherness happening for you. So you definitely could be in a period of isolation, but you definitely have, like, yeah, a lot of working together. Yeah, listen. Okay, both of these represent pretty much working together. Pretty much you coming in union with like your soul tribe. It's definitely a lot of good things that are coming in for you, and it's because of your like self-reflection. Yeah, you're very consistent, and then you are also being you are also very consistent with like focusing on your strengths. You know, like you started to build upon your strengths, and you know, really get to the root of like any weaknesses that you may have had. And it caused you to have a lot of patience, because you could have been a little impatient, especially when it came to money, okay? And especially with working together with others when it came to money. Like, it's giving like somebody didn't deserve as much as you gave, and you still gave in the hopes that you would receive. All right, and you're no longer doing that because you're realizing that that was out of like insecurities. Yeah, like, and it helped you to find your direction, you know, like you move forward a lot. Please acknowledge all this growth that you've made. Oh my goodness, like, yeah, like you moved on from some type of heartbreaking situation, and it really hurt you to the core. Yeah, and it's like you standing in your power, like it helped you to find balance. So I definitely could be talking to an Aries or a divine masculine that is finding balance at this time, especially when it comes to setting boundaries and keeping those boundaries. You know, you might have set boundaries towards someone and then that person apologized and you didn't even think anything of it, and it's like you had to focus on the energies, focus on what you're feeling as well. It's not just about what someone's saying, it's also about their actions. You know, if someone did something horrible to you in the past and they come to you with an apology, actually look at how they are doing now. You know, look at their eyes, like look at how like it makes you feel. And if you need to take a couple days to think about allowing this individual back in your life, go ahead and do that, because sometimes that right there shows that someone is not being genuine. You get what I'm saying? If someone comes to you like, oh, you know, I'm seeking forgiveness for whatever I did, right? You like, you know, just give me a few days, I want to think about it. And like, what you mean think about it? If they get all stank, that mean that motherfucker ain't changed. They was back to take some more. Alright, so yeah, that was specific for somebody. Listen, if this King of Wands, like, be protective over yourself and your energy, okay? Because whoever I'm talking to, you're definitely a natural born leader. Like, you are not a follower, like, at all. Yeah, and it's like your anxiety gives you a lot of clarity. You know what I'm saying? Like that anxiety, that feeling you feel in your stomach, like you're realizing, hey, maybe that's not anxiety. Maybe that's my intuition. Listen. Alright, so you have a fresh outlook, especially when it comes to your emotion and how you're responding to different situations. You're definitely in you're in a good space at this time. And you definitely have a lot of, like, money coming your way. Listen, like you moving on from these conflicts to help you achieve a lot of balance, okay, for you to be able to receive this fulfillment, okay? So you're definitely moving in the right path. What's their medicine for the moment, Holy Spirit? Yeah, like your medicine for the moment is to look at how far you have come, okay? Like you are definitely working on being more graceful when it comes to like resolving any conflicts that may come in your life. And then, like, you have seeds that's about to sprout, especially because it's like you standing in your divinity is leading to a lot of good opportunities for you that are going to benefit you in the long run. And then it's like you're learning from trial and error when it comes to dealing with these messy ass, low vibrational ass energies, okay? Because at the end of the day, these karmics be running rampant, okay? These karmics feel like they rule the world. And at the end of the day, like, you standing in your divinity is letting them know, like, hey, that's not going to fly over here, though. I wasn't going to take all these, but they fell, so I'm going to read them. Yeah, like, you were getting anxiety because someone was lying to you. You were getting anxiety because someone was not being genuine, because they were not being sincere, because their actions were not matching the shit coming out of their mouth. Listen, and that's why they're fucked up. They're completely fucked up. They're mad. They feel some type of way. And, you know, what they need to do is look within themselves. But it's like they're not choosing to do that. They're choosing to focus on you and all this bread that you got coming in. Like, I'm not making it up. Like, you definitely have a lot of abundance coming your way. So it's prevalent that you do remain grounded. Okay? Because 888, it also represents a balance between your material and your spiritual life. Okay? It also means being in positive alignment. Because when you are in positive alignment, that is when your energy is clear for you to receive this abundance that you deserve. Okay? So, you know, this was a really good reading. Like, you're definitely manifesting at this time. And, you know, your relationship with money could have a lot to do with your personal and spiritual growth. So definitely make sure that, you know, you're reflecting on your values, reflecting on what's important to you, okay? And definitely, you know, practicing discernment, okay? And remaining grounded, loving yourself, doing your self-love affirmations, doing your journaling, doing your meditating, drinking enough water. Like, those are the things that are going to set you up for success. Those are the things that are going to set you up for positive alignment, okay? If this resonated, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Continue to live in love and light. Bye.